409 Fitness on 12 News, sponsored by Heights Dermatology.
Welcome back to 409 Fitness. I'm Safra Cervantes here at World Gym with Derek Moore, and today we're talking all about the pump. Specifically, we're talking about the booty pump. You know, men like a good booty, women like a good booty. We're going to talk about that booty pump and how that exactly happens. So, I'm going to be the example here. Derek's going to put me through a little mini workout so you can see exactly, you know, what happens to your body during a pump. And so can you explain the pump real quick and exactly what it is?
Well, the pump is just like a neuromuscular junction. It's a communication with your neurons, which are your central nervous system, and your muscles. They need some sort of signal to the muscle to contract. And so that's what you're doing. So when you are contracting, we normally use salt and other different things, food, glucose, to cause the stimulus. And when we're pumping it up, we're putting the blood inside of the muscle, which causes that muscle to grow and be full for a short period of time. Unless you're back doing it with your nutrition, and then that's how you try to get it to hold.
And like I said, we're working on the lower body today. We're talking about the booty pump. We're going to talk about the legs. So Derek's going to put me through it for just a little bit so you can see the pump. If you can see my legs right now, they might be slightly pumped because I worked out this morning, but not really. They're kind of just chilling there. I haven't really eaten much yet, so you can kind of see. I'll do a little pose for you. You can see everything. But Derek, go ahead. Put me through it. Tell me what I'm doing.
Gotcha. So we're going to start off. I'm going to make sure that we give you a really good time frame to create the pump. So it won't start on the first or second contraction. It starts once you develop a mind-muscle connection, which I've mentioned before. So we're going to get down, spread our legs shoulder width apart, and we're going to do 10 base squats. So after the base squats, we're going to immediately go into a pulsating squat. And then after that, we're going to hold for 10 seconds. And the reason why we're doing it that way is we're going to get a full range of motion with the first 10. The second 10, we're going to get a very short range of motion to keep that contraction going and that forcing all the blood in the muscle. And then for the last 10 seconds, we're just going to hold. And what that's doing is forcing all that blood into the muscle, which creates the pump, being that you've eaten. You got to make sure you have some nutrition to create the pump, y'all. You got to eat first to create the pump, and then talk about why we need to eat behind it to hold it.
Okay.
Ready?
No, let's go.
Let's make it burn.
Here we go.
And let's go. 14, 13, breathe, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, nice and smooth, 4, 3, 2, 1, 15, pulsate, 14, good job, 13, now she's forcing all the blood in the muscle and we're at 11, 10, breathe, 9, this is where it's burning, 8, 7, if it's burning, it's working, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, 15, breathe, 14, 13, 12, 11. Everything is locked in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, come on up and rest. See, so the first thing we got was a deep breath. That deep breath is simplifying that you have had a connection with the right muscle grouping and your body is responding, filling that muscle grouping up with blood, oxygen-rich blood, the blood is flowing out through the brain. So because that body part was used and you activated those muscles, then you're going to cause that area to expand a little bit because it's swelling. All you're doing when you're breaking down muscles is breaking down fibers, which cause them to swell, just like you do any type of tissue you damage. And then after that muscle swell, what you want to do, you've activated protein synthesis, and so you want to eat behind it. And so it doesn't help you keep the whole pump, but what it does help you do is repair those broken down muscle fibers. So when that tissue repairs continuously, over and over, meaning you're staying consistent with coming in the gym and getting your pump, meaning you have good food daily, you got good hydration daily, you have good sleep daily, so you can make sure you're connecting with everything. And when you pump it up and you feed it, you grow.
All right, then. You guys, I can do my little pose for you.
Look like we got a pump. I think we do. I think we do. I think we do. Looking good. Looking good.
Okay, so of course, let me pick that up. All right, so of course she said we have to eat to keep that pump. And you know, you see girls all the time, or you know, Instagram influencers, they'll put stuff around their legs to say, you know, that's gonna grow your booty, or that's gonna grow your legs. So when you restrict the legs like that, or try to focus the pump in one area, can that negatively impact your muscle growth?
I think it's pros and cons in anything. Anything obsessively being done, I think can cause some type of negative feedback. Just like working out too much can be negative. You all have to have balance. I am not against it though. I do believe that science is here for a reason. It's very important to use all the resources that we've been gifted. And so if someone is looking to restrict, with not cutting off circulation, of course, but restrict a certain area, I typically do it when I'm working my arms. It's forcing you to put more blood in that muscle with slow, calibrated contractions. And so what that does is it does give you an advantage to get a little bit more muscle in there. And that means that if you're doing that, then you're trying to be that much more efficient with nutrition as well, because you're trying to maximize protein synthesis. All we're doing is trying to create a protein synthesis niche. And once we do that, if we feed the body the correct things, once again, fat, fiber, carbs, protein, the body will respond by regulating hormones and repairing muscle tissue.
So you won't keep the pump forever, but your muscles will grow.
Your muscles will grow, and every time you come in from breaking those muscles down and them growing back stronger, you will get bigger muscles.
All right, well, thank you, Derek. I hope I keep this pump for as long as it will, because I'm about to go eat right after this.
feed it, baby.
I sure am. Well, of course, again, good luck on your show. We're all rooting for you here, but that's all we have time for at 409 Fitness. I'm Sapphire Cervantes here with Derek Moore at World Gym.